our point is, let's try and control the things we can control. We can control global exchange rates, we can't control U.S. trade policy, but we can have an impact in soil conditions here. So we've focused very, very much, we've set a course, if you will, and as to why I'm running, it's our hope to continue the course that we've set on focusing on the underlying soil conditions for business and different merit badges or demerit badges as they may be viewed on that front, but a legislative agenda tied to competitiveness. We've had a very serious debate in South Carolina about how much we should or should not be spending. And I think that, with all due respect to feelings at that time, feelings on this issue with dear friends here at the editorial board at the state, we think it has been productive. We started, in essence, $1 billion in the hole. We had $750 million in sort of accrued debts, and then you had a $177 million operating deficit on top of that 4 years ago. And if you look at the numbers, for the first time in 15 years, we're out of a fairly significant hole that had been dug over time. And so we think that it is, as unpleasant as at times it has been, there's been a positive payoff in paying off these monies that have accumulated. And there's been as well a positive shift. Even if I get beat in November, I don't think the governor's role in the budget will ever be the same. I mean, we stepped, our point was the front row seat in any legislative process is, what are you spending this year and what are you spending it on? And for all intents and purposes, the executive branch was not in the front row seat. I mean, they were in back in the bleachers. And so we held these budget hearings, which were unprecedented in nature, trying to build moral authority or legitimacy for pulling a chair up at the budget table, because we didn't have any mechanical way of pulling a chair up. And so we held long these budget hearings and then produced the first operational executive branch budget in South Carolina's history. My point being, we've hopped into a sandbox that hadn't been hopped into before. We've had a strenuous debate on merits and demerits on spending, and I think ultimately the numbers show we're better off for having that debate based on the fact that that gap accounting deficit had been around for 15 years, could have been plugged at any point because we've had other times a surplus, but it wasn't. It happened because there was pressure in the political system. So anyway, spending.